Oh! Oh, yeah. Well then. Whoa. I see. This is... Okay. Now then. Oh! Hey! Nice! Well then. The day has come.
What of the calling card?
I showed it to Sis. Makoto.
I understand how you feel, but you...
Yeah, if we screw this up, it's way more than losing the place we belong.
It'll be alright. I want... Is everyone decided? All's well. So much has happened since we first started. You... Alright, Joker. This is the Phantom Thieves' final heist.
It's showtime.
Let's go.
Whoa!
Do you have a moment?
Yes!
What kind of game will it be this? No matter what you bring out, we will
You're making a grave mistake if you think you... I only guided you here because this place allows me to...
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous. But the one... Can you imagine the hardships I had to...
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have...
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil.
This is nothing more than self-right.
All we need to do to determine who is right. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it!
You're in my way!
May the best player win!
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden.
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
You will predict which pocket the ball... Now, the time has come for our first round.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, we should go along with the game for now. And try to gain evidence on her
I agree.
Well, how will you bet? Have you made your decision?
We lost. Really? How is she? See, you're right. It did seem... Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna be the sniper.
Let us expose her treachery. Leave it to me. I won't miss the mark. I'm on it.
May the best player win!
The stuff displayed on the monitor changed. That must mean the betting changes every time. Persona! The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to...
Very well, time to make you... Well, how will you be... Hopefully your prediction will be correct this...
What was that about fair and square? You were totally... You coward! What are you so quiet?
Shut up! Shut up!
What the?
Cheating? Unfair? I am the law! I am everything! If you still dare to defy my justice...
So this is your true nature? We're finally back to a normal fight. Good...
What? The roulette?
How about this?
Super move! Ultra charge! She's way more powerful than before.
Persona!
Don't underestimate her.
You're mine.
You missed?
Persona!
Persona! Ha!
Manifest!
My justice has revealed to me. I hate this!
Lay down! Good! I think she's about to strike us with electricity.
Rama Tengu!
There.
Get wrecked!
Lona's back. Sorry about that. Ah!
Very helpful. Sorry.
Smells dizzy.
Chase my
Might not
wrath.
be able to land a hit.
Yeah.
Hate this!
Lay down. Good.
Let's go.
Baphomet!
You're mine.
Yeah!
Lona's back. Sorry about that.
My thanks. Persona! Ha!
Lona's down.
Die on my blade!
Bastard!
Robot
Die on my blade!
Come. Go down.
Persona! Sorry, I'm out.
Going in. Lona's back. Sorry about that. Time for my persona. Ha! Thanks.
Now,
Rose
my
up
redemption.
again. It's payback time.
Only victory actually matters. To guarantee if you have to be willing no matter what happens here, I need to keep...
Why?
Take this!
Hold it down! Good! I hit...
Let's go.
Bugs!
You're mine.
Persona! Enough! Come on, Queen! Whew. Sorry about that. Queen's dizzy. Persona! Won't connect!
Very helpful. Taste my wrath.
Little punks! I will win! Do not resist!
Hardcore! My other set!
My skills exceed yours.
What the?
I'm right. That's why I have to be the victor. Don't stand in the way of my victory! Hurry and die!
Alright? Joker, your health is low! Watch out! Persona! Okay. Time for my persona! I'll finish you!
Behave yourself!
Persona!
Die on my blade!
All right, Queen!
Persona! Ravage them!
Persona! Gaining some
Fox,
distance.
advancing.
Persona! Take this!
My skills exceed yours.
Die, die, die!
Got knocked down!
Die, die, die!
It's time.
Baphomet!
There!
How undignified.
Time for revenge!
Persona! Prepare yourself.
Witness my resolve! Ha!
I appreciate it.
Persona!
Die, die, die! Sassy brat!
Come! Ravage them!
I am thou.
Take this!
Persona! Ha!
Taste my wrath!
I
I leveled up.
What a skill.
I will contribute even more.
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow.
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the tray.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your... Please. You have to think about your justice.
My justice.
Try to remember how you...
How?
Niijima-san, what caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicion this deal we made was a great experience for... To think that I, a detective, would act... By no means. That was part of our promise. You haven't forgotten.
All right, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you all right? I am. Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? The hell's going...
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadow... It doesn't make any sense. What's going on? There are more coming? This'll be dangerous. Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. A team this large would be discovered immediately. Although, we'll need... No, that's too dangerous. Joker? Are you planning on distracting...
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet, but once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no f... I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's...
Please don't do anything reckless. I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back. We still haven't fulfilled our deal. Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully...
It seems we had best hurry.
We'll see you later.
There's someone here.
Hey, up there!
He's here. Moving immediately.
Good. Now get run!
This is our only chance!
Stay calm. You can get away. We'll retrieve the briefcase. What was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is! Please, I'll capture you.
Just run! Get out of there! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No worries.
Stop right there!
Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
Sae. Another you that you have progressed well through your recollections. Now, use that.
Comparing power levels.
Persona!
No threat. Get him, Joker.
Go down!
Everyone
Let's go.
else, head to position.
Ravage them!
Use Route B.
Your fate will recall everything. Remember, if you are fated to continue past this point.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeat more of them? Joker, behind you! Go through that! You should be able to get out that way.
Dude, can you even hear?
Don't worry, I'm picking up everyone's voices. Wait a... What the... I'm getting a weird Come on, run!
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right.
So you know that we out there, swatting lights in the making. Can't hold that we not breaking. Can't hold on alive for
All right.
a day. And our voices ring out, yeah. To the master.
Joker, stop! It's an enemy right near you! Even you can't take on the... Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier is
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, senpai!
The enemy readings have decreased.
That's... It's been a while since we left, but this time, it's my turn to...
Persona!
Actually, though, that you can get away with skeletons in your closet. We gonna reveal the
There!
truth to the public. Put your hands up,
Persona! Go down! Go ahead.
Leave it to me! Sandrion! Payback time! Too late to be sorry! I think That's the last of...
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but... Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way.
Please go. I'm going to make it harder. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief. Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in... However, please don't forget the...
Joker, you need to get out of there!
All right, let's do it!
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be!
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go. Go, go, go. Get over there. Still struggling.
Suspect secure!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff him!
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Niijima from the
The prosecutor's office?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to
Niijima-san, I believe this case sides.
You prosecutor, Sae Niijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being in...
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed...
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good. I won't be expecting much.
Prosecutor, your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe.
I understand.
Well done. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, the effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable... If you wish to take back your stolen... Recall the bonds you formed with your... And grasp the truth that will save you from the...
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up. What a disappointing end to the hero of I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time... I do have a suggestion. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me... I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this... Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with... First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin. Ryu... One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki. Futa... The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO. And the frequently probing student council president of Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not? So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crime? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if you're sentenced. You had the cooperation of people outside your... Can you tell me about them? So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your... Do you even understand the position that you... Let's discuss one other person. Goro. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thief. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. So be it. You clearly have no Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend. Why won't you talk about them? be ridiculous. You're not the one to Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice? Sticking to the right path. That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what... After all this, you're... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has... Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able... Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look... Niijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure...
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to add. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told a short while later I received word you were caught in the act. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell it. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end. You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it... What's so important about this? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, and thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him. That's it? What are you plotting? I can't even begin. But it appears my time is up. This will be my last involvement with this. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I am thou. Thy bond shall become the wings of rib. Thou hast awakened to the ult.
All right. All right.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well.
They...
That was a joke, of course. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others. Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the...
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sae. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
I need you to be clear with me. My God. You're referring to him.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone...
What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more... Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san.
I've told you not to call me by... Regardless, all that's left...
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm...
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. I will keep my eye on them just in case the...
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my
I must be prepared to deal with it on my... Beyond that, what of the director of this...
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime.
No. Even... Shh.
What was all that about, showing him the Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is...
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire...
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is... He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the...
Don't trust the guard either. He's an... Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to... What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought...
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to just...
So it's all true.
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't...
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who's...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. Defeated the one behind all this is just a minor. And considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal, right?
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why you turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been... But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness... Indeed, your death was a necessity. How might you be capable of Well then, let us rouse the...
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes. There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't... My thoughts exact. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that... There's no way that this is the first time he's heard. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. It's impossible. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same... One more person has been on our... If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop... that'll be... Right. It's an...
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible I didn't say it was impossible. That's perfect. An incredible... This is gonna be fun.
I see. So we're going to use
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally... This game is not. There are still things that...
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Are you listening? You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of... Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did...
It's on a completely different level than...
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thief. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we'll let...
To think he would be this far gone. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable he may even be able to bring in vehicles or other...
So, this really was just a setup to shift the...
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart... And he told us he had seen the true culprit.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a...
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat...
But what means do we have of learning...
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will...
I think that will be the case eventually, The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt...
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bat...
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then...
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say. Aha! We can use the palace to our...
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he...
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is...
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell him to come on. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're... her sister?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much.
It's ancient history.
Man, that god...
Look who's here.
Hey, you big...
How've you been?
Thank goodness. It truly is a relief to...
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked...
Still, how'd you pull... Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave...
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a Enemy? Fake? What do you...
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was...
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up...
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, did...
Akechi himself gave us the chance to... He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would...
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the... In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bull...
God, I can't keep up with... So what was this
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean...
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that...
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us. When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just... But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way early.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious...
Mona was the only one who was... That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake... That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap...
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the fan. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room...
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after, and thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shut. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was...
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator. On top of that, there's someone else someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassin. That's why we had to make a move before they did. We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions.
We had already investigated Niijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to...
I was seriously impressed. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went... Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operation.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets...
I did have a bit of a ride, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was...
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Niijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my lab.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were... First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi.
There was also one more thing we absolutely... A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were they looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terror as a result. Even though we managed to grab the treasure. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and this was because we knew the police would be coming.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush. And just as expected, he totally...
Him getting captured by the police went exactly...
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what...
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see...
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse. Albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our grade. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you... I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I realized that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater...
As a result, we emerged...
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the troop.
Yes. Plus, you...
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made a catch, but what did you do about the...
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death.
The bad guys have...
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We all...
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually... And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Niijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what callous use of violence, and even drug. If he had lost consciousness, and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would... I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated, to avoid drawing it. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we...
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head... What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid... Very well. From here forward, I will do my You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to...
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain... Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from... It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss.
Let us accept his offer. What a...
That sounds familiar.
It's me, a cat.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero.
All possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can...
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to...
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard...
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi?
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech...
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the master.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic break. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter... Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this. Just based on the connections I had from my previous... I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was from the moment Wakaba died. I had a hunch, but there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect...
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic... So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated party. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the...
The issue is simpler. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like all... Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for... Got a hit! Well, duh, ain't a surprise.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the Diet Building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together!
Time for revenge!
Then it's unanimous!
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're...
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escape. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves, and he has ruined countless lives. And even made Goro Akechi a mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was...
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What
But the true battle has we won the first round, but we must stay on our
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could... Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in...
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools, and I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had, if it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you and...
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that...
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse, or... And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an
It's because I sympathized with yours. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else...
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the small... After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself... He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he...
This country's affairs have become... The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own... The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the...
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political... Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace...
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished. And once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began... The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troubled.
And they were just brats once we looked into it.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the...
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made... After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more support. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that even the government parties have begun splitting up. And they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything... I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on other.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follow. And for that, some sacrifice. That is my duty as the chosen. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant...
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up...
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Well then.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plan. To be perfectly honest, Anna really... But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay with you until the very... Well then, we should get... You know, something that... When you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. So it was Yoshi's. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand.
There's no point in even having an elect.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in... Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society, especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more...
I'll show you.
Cut that out!
Hey.
Okay. All right, let's head to the diet building.
gotta be kidding me.
You realize you're done for if you get... Ugh. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since...
Conditions have not been met. What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister...
What about an arena? Like...
Imperial Palace?
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't...
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a... Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had...
Is that even...
Who knows? I've got no...
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido?
I did some light research on him last night, but...
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school.
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national...
His stance is dedication for country. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you...
An exemplary and... It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a...
Wait, is it about a...
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the... However, I believe that this country's citizens... These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with... Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is out...
The election's public notification is tomorrow.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villain...
Ugh.
Oh!
Okay. Well then.
Oh!
Okay. Nice! Hey, hey! Nice! Well then. Last one. Diamond mine.
Conditions have not been met.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does.
Right?
That's not something to be...
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such... Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity... I mean, people often lashed out at me online.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our...
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It's...
They're manipulating information using the...
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace key?
Well, there was the time
we didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjecture.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and...
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an...
No, that's still impossible.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus out?
To everyone gathered before Youngin Jaya State.
Isn't that an election campaign card?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
I apologize for the commotion.
Wait, did he just...
Yeah, he did!
Hmm? Man, talk about being lucky!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the state. This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Now is the time. Our government is littered with scandals. And such a disgraceful past must be discarded.
So our children who carry the burden of the next, so our nation can once again become a powerful one. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged. I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me. Let us all set sail toward a happy future. I hope to continue.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for him.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear us?
That's enough, bro.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can but...
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. This ain't a show. Get... Damn brat! What are you looking? This country is filled with clueless children. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what... Wait! He's the jerk you told us of? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit.
Let's get going.
Shido's the guy who said...
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This...
God. What the hell's...
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the...
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter...
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are complete...
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision it'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits...
At any rate, we need to trigger a change...
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his... It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's... He speaks about the good of the country. It makes...
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his...
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down...
I assume the key word for what he believes the diet building is will be despicable.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as...
Let's head to the diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel...
Stewing over it won't get anywhere.